Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday evening. I'm on Wall Street. Let's get to it. This is the U.S. dollar. Looking at the weekly time frame, I like to start off from this just to kind of see the overall like grander picture. As you can see here, I've been calling for this level here and here to be hit. We have managed to again maintain support above this 200. We haven't quite come back down to test the 200 like I originally thought we were going to see. And right now we just kind of see a little bit of sideways action. So this is the weekly time frame, and I'll drop back down to the 4-hour time frame like I did in my last video. Just to kind of show you where we've come from. So again, US dollar maintained support here, broke upwards, and we have been, like I said in my last video, consolidating above this 50 period simple moving average. So we didn't come below here to test this trend line here, which I'll go ahead and just extend that a little bit just for purposes of visualization. So you can see here that we are again maintaining this 50 period simple moving average as support. We did have an attempt to push higher, and again here to around 93.75, and that level has proven to be a little bit difficult to get above. So just dropping down to the hourly time frame to get an idea of what might be happening on a lower level. You can see here that again on the 1 hour time frame we did maintain support at the 200. We have a golden cross on the hourly time frame here, which is the 50 period simple moving average, the black line here, and then the 200 is right here shown as the pink. So again, you can see that we did try twice to get above this 93.75 level, both times rejected, and so now we are trying to maintain support above this 93.30 level, above this 50 period simple moving average. Again, going back to my 4 hour time frame, would not be out of the question for price to come down to this 93 level before we do see any type of another attempt of the US dollar to push further back up. So that's what I'll be looking for myself, is just kind of see the US dollar try to get itself together here. But in the larger scheme of things, going back to this weekly time frame, you can really see here that when I zoom in, we have a nice strong hammer from last week. So if we did happen to close this week a little bit lower, so even if we did see the US dollar kind of push lower again to test this area here, let's go back to the daily. It's probably a little bit cleaner to see. So again, this is the area you want to watch for. So are we going to maintain this uptrend line here that we had put in last week, and or are we going to maintain support around 93? But both do coincide. So you can see by this candle wick right here that we are at around 93, and as time goes forward, it is potential for us to bounce off this trend line here. If this fails, then we'll be going back down to test this 92.60 level, let's call it. And that's going to be where that 200 is on the weekly. So that's going to be crucial. So this is going to be kind of a make or break situation for the US dollar. If we maintain support, then we'll see, further price appreciation to test this level here at around 94.30. If we fail and break below this 200, things kind of get interesting. So let's kind of talk about that. So jumping back to the weekly time frame, I mentioned this level here at around 92 as the level, the 50% retracement level, as you can see here. So if we do in fact break below this and then finish the week up above this, then it's going to be a little bit more tricky, but still giving and identifying that we do have buying pressure starting to kind of come in here slowly. Now, given the news and everything that's happening right now, it's going to be kind of, it could potentially be quite chaotic as far as the volatility is concerned. I know that word right there is something that the markets have not seen in some time, but we're starting to see a little bit of that volatility life kind of come back into the markets, which is a good thing. It's been far too complacent for far too long. So getting back on track of this analysis here, it's all up to basically this level here around 92.40. So going back to the daily time frame, you want to see this level hold. If this fails, you want to see 92 hold for sure. Now, if that level should hold, then we'll bounce back up, and then we have to break back above 92.60, which was the previous weekly candle support. So that's the three different areas that three different types of scenarios that I'm kind of watching for, but it could get a little bit ugly. Now, my moving average here on this daily time frame does act as resistance when price is below it. You can see here that we managed to stretch up and hit my other moving average, but again rejected and closed, slightly below here. So again, you just kind of have to make sure that you watch for this 93 level, watch for this trend line here. Looking back at that 4-hour time frame, this is the level you want to see hold, is that 50 period simple moving average. So whether you're looking at the 4-hour or the hourly, on the 4-hour, watch your 50 and this trend line, which should basically coincide by the time price does come back down to here. Or we'll see basically price stall out around 93.13, and then we'll see a nice healthy bounce without ever hitting this 50. But I would imagine that we do hit this 50 at minimum, or potentially this trend line here at around 93. On the hourly time frame, similar thing. You're going to be looking for your 200 essentially to hold as the new support level. Again, coinciding within the same price location, so around 93, and then 93 here and around 93.13 here. So that's all I'll be looking for personally. I'll update you all over the weekend. It should be an interesting closeout to the week. Be careful out there. Use your stop losses. Manage your trades effectively. And I will see you all soon. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm on Wall Street. This has been a presentation by thetradersperspective.com.